$1 million, but when you climax,
Oh God,
Oh.
I can't believe we're taking it to this level.
you barf in your mouth.
Yeah, I probably would.
I probably
All right,
would.
ladies, be warned. Brett may puke on you.
He's not getting this offer right now. This is a scenario.
No, this is based on things that will never happen, right?
All right,
Or-
let's
okay.
do it right now.
What?
Let's use this scenario.
Go ahead.
Let's do it right now.
Die Hard started a
I
trend.
hate Speed 2.
Why?
That's pretty
It's
bad.
horrible.
It's kind of like, it's more of a watch it because it's laughably bad.
Yes.
There are a few parts that I thought Sandra Bullock was pretty funny.
I'm sorry, but
When she
she's
cuts-
a great actress, but she sucks in that movie.
She cuts open the door with the chainsaw and she's like revving it. Can you guys get out?
If you back off with the saw,
What?
if you back off with the saw, we'll give it a try.
It's so bad.
It is very bad writing. It is very bad.
Bad.
But I always thought of it as more of an action type than a funny movie, and it turns out this, like, as an adult watching it, it's a terrible film.
It's horrible.
That was a great
That's great.
quote of by
Yeah.
Josh.
I can quote Speed 2.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Garfield and Friends from Fickle
Oh,
Fanboys.
Now, which one?
The second one, not the
Yes.
first one.
This one.
Times are here.
Yeah, I hate that one.
It doesn't matter. That's
Well,
just an
yes,
image.
but there are two
There's
actual
two-
songs.
there's two of them.
Oh,
The
well,
second
that's what they.
one,
That's he sent me a picture.
Ready,
Ready?
Ready.
two,
To
party!
We're ready
To party.
We're ready.
Dun, dun,
I hope you bring lots of spaghetti.
dun, dun.
Come on down to Garfield and Friends. Come on in. It's time to party with Garfield,
Garfield
and
and
Friends. And then I think there's another
I
verse.
love how we all know that one.
I think there's another verse.
There
in it.
is. There's a little bit more to it.
Oh my God, I'm like tearing up
I
here.
just got a
Good one.
Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh, shoot. You okay?
You're gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just give
horse?
me time. It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't.
Out. Do it.
No.
Punch it.
Oh, shoot.
Ah! Put it out. Now flex your foot up, like your toes towards the ceiling. It looks like you're trying to take a shit.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you
that.
want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there.
Give me your
Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
It's
You're okay.
ridiculous.
You're okay. You're
Let's do some
I'm doing some friggin' Christmas trivia.
At least I don't
Welcome
have
back
worry
to
about my-
PTO Unlimited Pot.
I don't have to worry
Talk
about
over
this
Brett
falling
with the
on
intro.
my toe.
Why are you breaking
Why
up
are
my
you
intro?
upset?
It's not your intro.
Hey, start the show.
I don't
What
know.
are you doing?
300 plus episodes might say otherwise.
Okay, start the show. Brett.
Welcome back to PTO Unlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
I'm Alex.
No,
Oh, no.
this
Alex.
is
Don't
episode
derail us.
325. Alex forgot how to podcast.
God.
There's the title of
You
the
are
show
out
right
of
there.
pocket, Alex.
That's the title, Josh.
Out of pocket.
Yeah.
Is that a term that we need to?
That's an office term.
It is.
Josh, that's the title.
What?
Alex forgot how to podcast.
Alex.
Or
Uh,
just
we've
Alex
had.
was out of
I thought
pocket.
we had that as a title. Hey, by the way, today, 36 years ago, Little Shop of Horrors was released in theaters in 1986.
Holy crap!
I was one, or maybe, depending
That
on the date.
was that Movie Club?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
No.
I've never seen that.
Dang. Little Shop of Horrors.
We should have had that as one of the Halloween
Gremlins
movies
was,
then.
if they're confusing it with that.
No, I wouldn't be.
Okay.
Because I remember Little Shop of Horrors. I don't like musicals very much, and that one I didn't really enjoy because of the girl. She's so annoying.
I know that's
I
what you
just-
say,
yeah.
but
So-
it's just one of those movies I grew up with.
I have to start with a different question for each of you.
Okay.
Alex, what the hell?
Go on.
Why you gotta subject Pixel to public humiliation like that.
What'd you do?
What did I do?
I don't know.
Oh, are you talking about the coat?
Yes.
You want to hold him, and I'll see if I can get a
He
photo
was
up.
so embarrassed. You could see it in his face.
Um,
And you just laughed at him.
we had a client drop off a
I'm gonna look this up.
The coat, he didn't. I don't think he didn't dislike the coat. It was the
It
he
was
couldn't
a
feel
little
his
bit. It was
paws.
the combination of both the coat and the booties, but mainly the booties. But no, I had a client drop off a pet winter coat and some booties, and it was 100% Pixel size. So everybody automatically went, Pixel would look amazing in this.
Except the coat had no sleeves.
They're not supposed to have
They
sleeves.
can have a little bit of sleeves.
I mean, they can, but I mean,
Not for him.
a dog coat for especially a small dog, typically there's no sleeves.
You
It's
put
just
this on Facebook, right?
I did, yes.
Is this under you?
It's under my Facebook, yes.
Okay.
There was a video and a picture. But yeah, we put it on, and it's a silver coat with some sparkles
I gotta
on
make sure I have
it.
that too, ready to show.
Yeah, silver coat with some sparkles on it, but it also came with like little gray booties. So he
did
did
that
not
just happen?
appreciate. He was trying to bite off the booties as I was putting them on. Oh, there you go, right there.
Okay, so I can.
Yeah.
Can do that.
Yeah, he did not want to
I'm not gonna
move.
do the
He just
video.
gave me like the worst "get this thing off of me" face, which
Why
is
does it
what
have
we'll
to
pull up on our
split so
YouTube
weird?
here in just a second.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, "Why the hell did you put that on me?"
Look at that.
He did not like it.
His poor little face.
So that was question one. And Josh, one for you.
Yeah.
Saturday, I woke up because late because I have
You
to
woke up
sleep late
late?
now.
Man, I envy you.
Well, I mean, when you work till 3:30, you sleep till around noon.
Yeah.
Right.
But I woke up Saturday and I was like, oh yeah, the game's on, so turn it on. And the Vikings were losing. Well, I'll go into depth with this game, but I sent a message, being half asleep. I was like, what is this? Are you guys watching this? And you messaged back, we are. This is fun, smiley face.
Yes.
Were you being a smart ass?
Sarcastic.
I thought so.
Oh,
I couldn't-
sarcasm is
I
like
couldn't,
I say that all the time when I'm having issues with
I
Call of Duty.
couldn't,
I'm like, this is fun. We're having fun.
I was a little half asleep. Couldn't quite.
Oh,
What do you mean this is fun?
That's why I didn't respond, because I was like, you have to know me by now to know that I am straight up not having a good time watching this. I mean, seeing a blocked punt and all that stuff immediately, and the score off of that, and a pick six, and I'm just like, this is Madden. We're playing Madden right now.
We will get to the NFL, but this
Yeah.
weekend in sports, so
Insanity all
and
around.
not just the NFL.
Yeah, the soccer.
the World Cup.
World Cup.
I woke up.
Sorry, football.
I woke up Sunday and I turn on Fox because it's time for the pregame show. I'm like, oh, the World Cup's still going on.
Yeah.
So I know nothing about soccer, and I've just kind of been following the headlines that I've reached the sports podcasts that I listen to.
Yeah.
And so I knew it was Argentina at France. France is the defending champion. They only play for the World Cup. It's like the Olympics every 4 years.
Right.
Argentina has Lionel Messi, who is thought of as the greatest soccer player ever
Right.
of all time. He's the Tom Brady of soccer.
Right.
Okay.
Well, he doesn't have a World Cup win yet. And France has this kid named Mbappe, who in the game, so France is losing 2-0, which I guess among soccer people, 2-0 is a completely insecure lead. Like, you are afraid when you go up 2-0.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why is because Mbappe scored 2 goals in like under 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane in what they would call
2 goals
European
in
football.
under 2 minutes.
And if you have watched soccer, which I don't, but if you hear the things people say, a lot of people don't like soccer because there's not a lot of scoring.
No.
There's a lot of blocking.
People don't like hockey because there's not a lot of scoring, and there's 3 to 4 times as much scoring in hockey as there is in soccer.
Right.
So it goes tie game, and Argentina goes up again, and then Mbappe gets a 3rd goal. He gets a hat trick in the World Cup. I think that's right. It's either Messi or Mbappe. One of them got a 3rd goal. So they go to extra time.
Let me look.
And then it comes down to a shootout. So you have a penalty shot for shot, 5 penalty shots in the World Cup final game. For people who love soccer, this is like the greatest sporting event of their lives. And what I've been hearing is that it was the greatest World Cup final of all time. Like
Oh.
actual sports writers said that.
But
Wow.
it ended in a tie.
The regulation did.
Yeah.
But Argentina won it with the penalty kicks.
Penalties. I see that. That's stupid.
So somebody on my Facebook posted, I'm at the airport and a bunch of people just started screaming.
Yeah.
I ended up finding out Argentina won.
Yeah.
So everything's fine.
No, I haven't seen any pictures, but apparently like there are millions of people in the streets just celebrating.
So
I'm
why
sure.
is
That's
it
what it
why is
means
it a
to
big
them.
deal that Argentina
sports.
won? I'm trying to I'm not big on like
I'll-
European
I'll-
football.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
It's not so much that soccer is the most loved sport in the world.
Absolutely, it is.
It's
Well,
just
it's
not in the
it's
US.
the largest sport and the
Correct.
longest running sport of all time.
Yes. So people live with their team,
Yes.
you know?
Oh yeah.
So it means like the
They
Argentinians
put our football fans on another level.
yeah.
You thought I
mean,
got upset.
Argentinians, the players were sobbing when they won, after they won.
Mhm.
I did
because
see
they were
somebody.
so happy.
This is kind of silly. I saw it on. I think it was either Instagram or maybe it might have been TikTok. It's going to get removed. If not, there was a woman who was topless in the crowd because she was.
Oh
so
yeah, you
excited.
showed me that. Yeah, she took off her shirt and was jumping up and down.
But she was behind a banner, so it was kind of
Yeah,
like,
but that banner went down, and
well, because they were
things came
celebrating
out.
and she was letting them out, letting the girls out.
yeah.
So
I mean, it's Europe.
that was Saturday or Sunday. That was early Sunday.
Yeah. So
The NFL action started on Saturday.
Yeah.
This Saturday, this weekend of NFL action, I've said it before. This is why I try to either watch or have on every game that I can, because I saw 2 things this weekend that I've never seen before, and I've watched a
You
lot
along
of
with
football
everybody
for
who's been lifelong fans.
years.
Yeah.
for 25 years. I've been watching NFL football.
Crazy.
And we'll get to those specific things, but the first one was the first one.
Yeah.
So
Ugh.
I wake up
The
you know,
headache.
Saturday, and the Vikings are losing to Indianapolis in Minnesota, 33-0.
Alex and I
at
got
halftime.
we had the NFL Network on the whole time, watching the entire game while we were over at Alex's grandmother's gift opening, and
Was there anybody else watching?
It was mainly just us.
people who were sitting around us were watching it on our phone.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're watching on your phone.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It just wasn't on.
No,
Okay.
no. But on the phone, it's actually like I'm pretty certain it's like maybe just 1 second behind. So it
Yeah,
wasn't,
it's
I wasn't behind
pretty-
at all.
Yeah, there's like
So-
little delay.
So like after halftime, or even right after halftime, it goes up 36-3.
No, 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 no.
The
Halftime
Colts.
is 30 to nothing.
30-0. Okay.
It's 30-0 at halftime.
At one point, then it go before they turn it around. It's
Oh, no,
36-3.
halftime. Sorry.
I was say I was
There's
like,
like
you're wrong. It's
33
33
to half- 33-0.
half.
33 nothing.
It gets to 36-3, and then the Vikings
No.
turn it around.
Vikings never scored a field goal until the end. They scored touchdowns.
I thought for sure it was
No.
36-3.
It was
at one time.
36-7.
Anyway,
I have a TikTok that's going viral right now that has the
I
score.
know, right?
I'll put it in the. in
at
the
that point,
comments.
I moved it over to the second TV, and we start watching something else.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to turn it off because I just don't do that.
No.
I always
You
put
just
it on
don't do
the
that.
second TV. So I can at least keep an eye on the score in case things get crazy. Well, things got crazy.
They did. At 28 points, I said to Alex, I don't care if the Vikings lose now. At least they showed
They made
up.
it respectable.
They made it a respectable loss. And I wouldn't have cared.
And it
I was a
would've-
lot happier at
It
that
would
moment.
have been
I
a bad loss. Like, that's not how you want to approach the
Right,
playoffs by
right.
losing to Indy
Right.
in Minnesota. So they came all the way back. I can't even remember. Like, I think we switched it back right around that time
Yeah.
to where I'm like, if they score again, we got to put this back.
Yeah.
And
Did you watch much of the defensive plays? Did you see the defensive fumbles that were called back? 2 of them?
so I saw the second one. I didn't see the first one, but it was
Yeah.
the same guy,
Yeah.
the same
Mhm.
player. Yeah, and that second one definitely should have been returned for a
So
touchdown.
we should be. So
100%.
Minnesota should have never gone into overtime.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
Minnesota should have won this game. Unfortunately, that's not what happened. And there's a lot more craziness that went into this.
And I can't even remember, like, maybe you guys can, to when I even started watching towards the end. I can't remember of any major plays.
The biggest one was the first scoring drive for the
What,
Minnesota Vikings.
with
KJ
Cook?
Osborne got a 50-plus yard
yes.
pass.
So Osborne. I was talking about Cook.
Cook had. Oh, that was the
It
end.
was like the
that was the
That
end.
was the screen pass.
That was the
Yeah.
screen
I do
pass. That's
remember
where they
that.
got the tie.
It was a terrible non-tackling job by the Colts. But anyway,
Right.
they get it to overtime, and both teams had possession, and they end up kicking with 3 seconds left in overtime
Yeah.
to win. Now,
But
what
they had
this-
to get that time back due to the fact that the Colts were causing a delay of game
Oh,
by
They were
holding
they were
Jefferson
holding
down.
Jefferson down so he couldn't get up.
Yeah.
so
Let's not forget about that.
what it says about the win is it ends up being talked about more like a Colts failure because of Jeff Saturday.
That's sad.
That
That diminishes the Vikings
I don't think
win.
it diminishes it. I just think the it doesn't take away what the Vikings did.
No.
The bigger story is what a failure it was by the Colts and Matt Ryan. And now he's
Right.
on the bad side of the two worst losses in Super Bowl history and NFL regular season history. It's sad. I feel bad for him. But I mean, he didn't lose it all himself. You know?
Well, they have to keep Matt Ryan for another year. He's
If he
guaranteed.
doesn't
He's
retire.
guaranteed another contracted year.
if he doesn't say I gotta go,
Well,
I can't.
they owe him $30 million
Yeah, I mean, but he doesn't have to play. He could decide that's it for me.
and still get the money.
I don't know. I don't know how that works. But
I think that's breach of contract.
if I think at this point
He had an
what they
injured
saw,
shoulder like 3 weeks ago.
if
Remember
he wants
this?
to walk away, they're not going to stop him from walking away.
no,
even if they
I
got to
guess
pay him
not.
some money. So then the second game. Did you want to say anything else about the Vikings particularly?
Well, did you see Kirk Cousins' reaction to when he got told that he just had the?
he didn't know that he
had
broke the record.
He broke the record.
What was the record?
32 was Buffalo. 33 was Minnesota.
Oh, so the comeback
the
record.
comeback.
Yeah.
No,
score.
what did he do?
Oh, he was speechless.
He got
He
emotional.
was.
I mean, it was a-
he had
it
to
was-
take a moment from the
it was a-
reporter.
It was
Yeah.
a great win. I saw you posted something about Dalvin Cook. What he said.
Mhm.
I don't know what Dalvin Cook said.
He just said.
Uh,
I don't even remember what he said.
That's okay.
that like thank you to the fans who stayed. Basically,
Oh, the
and
stadium was still full.
Yeah, it was.
There
Yeah.
was and I was just
there
like,
was there
oh,
was a
God.
lot of people that left.
Yeah, and wanted back in.
and wanted back in.
They couldn't let him in.
Yeah,
You get a
don't-
one-time
you don't
ticket.
Leave. You don't
No.
leave. You never
Well,
know. You never know what's
You
gonna
leave in the middle of fourth quarter. Like
That's
we
right.
did.
That's what we did.
If you want-
I lost all hope once
Once they
fourth-
pulled the
yeah,
starting quarterback.
Once they pulled him, and I was like,
When they
all
pull-
right,
when
now
they
we
pull
can
the
go.
Starter, you're done. So the other thing I want to mention about this game
Oh,
is
the quote that Kirk Cousins said:
what did he say?
"We only need 5
no, that
touchdowns."
wasn't. That was not. That was Patrick Peterson telling that to Kirk Cousins.
Oh, that's what
said,
he
we
said.
got an easy job. You just got to get 5 touchdowns. And Kirk Cousins said, bet. And I made a TikTok indicating basically the entirety of
So-
their comeback.
The best part about that is that you added the specific big plays.
Yes.
That
Every
Yes.
single time you hit a kid or
Yes.
whatever, and in between those, there would be scoring drives and
It's
stuff.
got quite a bit of traction.
Yeah, I am sitting at just under 200,000 views.
It's nice.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's amazing in one
It was
day.
it was a really good
What's
TikTok.
the most that you've ever gotten?
This
Before this.
like
thousands,
like 1,000.
couple thousand.
So you're like times 10. Or
Oh,
more.
I'm
A
just I'm
lot.
not. Yeah, it's times 175,000. It's a lot. So, and
It's
I've
a
been
lot.
I'm just really happy about that. It's like the hard work paid off. That took me about
Mhm.
an hour and a half to do.
Yeah.
So,
Would you say on TikTok 500K is
500,000 is considered
Semi-viral.
Semi-viral.
and then 1 million,
1 million is considered
is
viral. So,
Yeah.
and I can make it to maybe semi-viral. I think I'm sitting at just under.
I know
that.
it just keeps coming.
It keeps rising every single time I refresh. It goes up by the hundreds.
I
so.
know. I was like, oh, okay.
And I'm trying to respond to everybody as much as I can to keep up the algorithm. So as long as the
Yeah.
creator stays engaged with the posters, the video
keeps
stays in
fresh.
people's For You pages.
Yeah.
So one of our friends, Brian, he was actually watching TikTok and he saw that. He didn't know I made it.
Did he share it to you?
No,
Yeah, that's
but
mine.
normally he does share things all the time.
That would have been
Brian and
hilarious
I
if
are-
they would have been like, Josh, did you see this? Be like, yeah,
Yeah, I think
made it.
I Like, yeah, Brian shares a lot of things that I have already on my scroll, so it's kind of funny that he and I have the similar interests like that. But moving on, let's talk about the next game. Sorry, we
so you
clinged on
had
that
the
one for a little
Browns
bit.
at the. Was it at the Ravens or was it the Ravens at the
Ravens at the Browns,
And
it was
Lamar Jackson was
Right.
not playing.
Yeah.
I did not see much of this game at all.
a snooze fest.
Yeah,
you
it
didn't
was.
need to.
One
One touchdown.
And the Browns won.
Yeah.
Go Browns.
Which I picked the Browns to win.
Me too.
But I was unsure because Deshaun Watson was so bad the week before. It's only his second game back, but they did win. They won with Nick Chubb.
You know what? I didn't look at my picks and see if I stayed in second place because I beat you out by 1 point.
I looked. You had an amazing week.
Did I really?
Yeah. You went 12-3.
Oh my God, I did. I'm in second place.
You were in
Yeah,
second
good
place.
For you.
You're stuck in sixth.
Brian
I'm so sorry.
jumped up past me too.
I
so
probably would have gone
still
up
ahead
higher.
of Patrick, but
I can't believe
dropped to fourth.
how good I did this week.
I told Patrick last week it is getting really hard to pick winners right now because
Well-
the games can go
Anywhere,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, and I think the only ones I got wrong was like I got an 11-pointer, a 4-pointer, and an 8-pointer wrong. So tonight is a 5-pointer, and I'm
Who'd you
picking the
pick?
Rams.
I had the Rams and I switched to
Green Bay.
Green Bay, so we'll see.
I picked Green Bay.
Well, Green Bay
but
has
I-
a 91%
Well,
chance.
I'm doubting it though, just because it's
Well,
it's Green Bay.
We didn't have a show last week, but the Thursday before the
Oh my
Monday
gosh.
was Baker Mayfield's ridiculous come from
Yeah,
behind
that's right.
or last minute drive for a touchdown that won. So that was pretty cool. But
We didn't get-
I think it was a fluke. I just don't think
um,
he's gonna go up against Aaron Rodgers and win.
yeah, we didn't get to talk about the Vikings' loss, and that's okay against the Lions.
Yeah, we don't
Right.
need to.
Anyways, next game.
Okay, so then we had the Dolphins at the Bills, and
Oh yeah,
I saw a little bit of this game. It was a pretty good game. It came down to a final field goal. The Bills won in the snow. It started to snow there in the fourth quarter.
Lots of snow.
They had snow the day before that just covered the stadium to where,
People couldn't sit.
yeah, they had to dig out their own seats, and they ended up throwing a lot of snowballs at the Miami sidelines, and it made the refs have
delay
to
the
go on
game.
the PA and say, please stop throwing snowballs. If you don't, we're going to penalize the Bills 15 yards.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that happening before.
But did you see
no,
the
yeah.
snowballs?
Oh, yeah. I saw
yeah,
'em. Yeah, you can't do that. I mean,
yeah. Don't do that.
it would have been totally okay if they had to do that. If the refs had to do that.
Don't
So
don't
that's
do that.
it for the Saturday games. The Dolphins are now 8-6. They've really regressed,
yeah.
and that's not how you want to get.
But I'll give the Dolphins credit to their coach. He is a speaking dude. Like he can.
He had a
talk.
good speech.
He
Yeah.
had a good
He's,
speech post game, and it
yeah.
really inspired me, like
Mhm.
just as a person.
I
It's like,
know.
oh, you
He
can't
had a-
win them all.
I know he
And he's
he
just
did a
like-
very good speech.
He's a great speaker. I hope he stays in the NFL for a long time.
I think he will, because
he's got a
he's
good
doing
rapport.
Well, I think he's gonna
What's his name?
Mike McDaniel.
I want to say McDaniels. Yeah,
He's gonna ride or die with Tua, and I only think he can go
Oh.
as high as Tua goes.
that's because
I'm not
those two.
sure how high Tua's gonna go.
Have you seen their conversations? Like
yeah.
he messes with Tua
He
on the
does.
sideline
He's
too.
like,
He's like,
I
I
saw
heard,
you-
heard Tua isn't the best quarterback in this
like,
whatever.
I was looking at some of your film from high school. Your technique is trash.
a
It's fine.
coach that can just mess with you on the sideline. You have a
Who's-
good day.
Who's what team is Bosa on?
San
There's-
Francisco.
There's two
San Francisco.
Bosas. There's Nick Bosa and there's Joey Bosa.
It's Nick.
Whichever. the
Yeah,
one.
Joey is on Chargers.
Yeah. Nick
Okay, well
Bosa.
then it's
I just want to sack the quarterback, man.
So then we go into Sunday.
yeah.
First game we have the Falcons at the Saints. I picked the Falcons, but I did not know or I didn't pay attention that
God, the
Mariota was
Saints.
not starting. There's some rookie, and he had like under 100 yards passing. Saints won. It
They
was
owned
a
it.
close game, 21-18.
Well, I just saw the highlights of the Saints. Like they were doing great.
Yeah. The Falcons had this also this rookie running back. I think he was not drafted, but he ended up having like 130 yards rushing. Future could be bright for him. Both those teams are 5-9 at the bottom of the NFC South, to which is still open to darn near anybody.
I
'cause
can't
the-
believe
The
that.
Bucks lost again.
Yep.
Next, we had
So there has to be one in each
One from each division. The winner of the division makes the playoffs.
Okay, that's so stupid.
So then we had the Steelers at the Panthers. I sure thought the Panthers have kind of been on a roll here, and they got stopped by the Steelers, who are Steelers are still 6-8. 24-16, they beat them, and it was pretty bad. Now on the road to do that, when you're kind of reeling, Mitch Trubisky played, and he stinks. So bad loss by the Panthers when they could have made some noise.
So why did the Steelers stink so bad with their quarterback? Like, why don't they have a good
because
one?
they brought in Mitch Trubisky, who can't play, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then when they're like, well, he stinks, we got to bring in a rookie. And, most rookies it takes time. It takes time to learn how to win. And their defense is okay, but it's not. It's even fallen off a little bit.
You can't rely only on your defense.
And, when you get used to having Ben Roethlisberger for nearly 20 years, you take it for granted. Eagles at Bears. Eagles are the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Surprising.
Justin
game.
Fields is going to get himself killed if he keeps running like he does.
Right.
Oh my god.
I mean, the Bears were showing up for a little bit. They were doing their work.
They were leading for a while.
Yeah. I was
and
surprised.
The Eagles were like, all right, enough of this nonsense, and they put the game away. Jalen Hurts had a QB draw up the middle. There was nobody in the middle of the field.
Yeah. He ran for miles.
You could have drove a Mack truck up through there. It was unbelievable. I'm like,
it's like they split the field.
Yes. So, yeah, that was the Bears are 3-11. That's one of the worst records in the league.
Do you want to go to the Bears game just to see the Vikings win?
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
Maybe.
Chiefs and Texans. Now the Texans 2 weeks in a row have taken winning teams to the limit.
Yeah.
Now what I didn't know is that at the end of this game, Patrick Mahomes completed like 20 passes in a row to win.
Oh, didn't know that.
At one point, he's like, "All right, I guess I got to win this game." And you feel bad for the Texans, but they're 1-12-1, the worst record in the league.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs with that win have clinched the AFC West for the 7th time in a row.
Yeah, last week they almost beat the Cowboys.
So look what they did. Almost. Look what Aaron Rodgers has done without Devontae Adams, and look what Patrick Mahomes has done without Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
It's very different.
Yes.
It goes to show where your head is in the game. Maybe he doesn't want to play at Green Bay anymore. I don't know.
Maybe it just
they're saying he might go to Seattle.
Maybe it also just kind of shows how good you are at the game.
Unless Geno Smith doesn't.
Well, you can't do it by yourself.
Right.
Even, it is a team game. Excuse me.
The first cough wasn't enough. The second cough barely did it.
Next we have Cowboys Jaguars.
Yeah.
How about them Jaguars?
How about them Jaguars, man? Trevor Lawrence.
Can I say something about this?
Go ahead.
You guys always have your NFL talk. So we turn this game on, right? And it's the very, very end of the game. Very end of the game. And I looked over at Josh, and there's like seconds left.
Is it regulation or overtime?
It's an OT. This is when they won it.
When they won it. Yeah.
This is OT. And Josh's like, yeah, you know what? They tried something, like he was trying to give the Jaguars like, oh, it's okay if they don't win. It's whatever. And I was like, yeah, but it would be so nice if they won, because it'd be like shoving it up the Cowboys' ass because we didn't get our win from Minnesota. And it was like, as I said that.
No, it was. To the T. They did a pick six. The red zone turned it over to the game. And it just, right when they caught it.
As soon as I said that, pick six. And I was like, Josh just stood forward, was like,
I couldn't believe it. I thought the Cowboys had it. They had a running drive in the OT. They had the ball after the Jaguars.
I just tapped Josh. I'm like, you see?
The interesting thing.
Oh my god!
Can't really put that on Dak Prescott.
No, but they are.
Yeah, I mean, when you're quarterback, you get a certain amount of the blame. Dak Prescott doesn't play defense, and that defense gave up a bunch of points after a big lead.
Yeah.
To lose. Trevor Lawrence is going to be a player. I think they're going to be a lot better in next year and coming on.
I think this win.
That's what I said.
What's up?
That's what I said. I just remember what I said. Like, they scored, and I was like, kind of like that. I was like, thanks, Jaguars.
The Jaguars are 6-8, and that's not that far away from. I think the Titans are 7-6. So
yeah,
if the Titans lose out and the Jaguars keep winning, you could see the Jaguars in the playoffs.
They're the AFC South, right?
Correct.
Gosh.
All right. Lions at Jets.
Okay. Yeah.
I actually I picked the Jets to win this
Yeah.
because one other time this year when the Lions went on the road outside and played a team with a good defense, they got beat 29-0, and that was against the Patriots. So I think maybe they stumble here.
Yeah.
They didn't stumble. Now there is a key factor in this game. The final drive, Zach Wilson's got the ball. Now nobody has any confidence in Zach Wilson. He can make really good explosive plays, and then he can't make a swing pass to the flat, hit his running back. But last minute of the game, the Jets are driving, and he's actually completing passes, and Robert Saleh won't call a timeout.
No.
I'm like, he wasted 30 seconds, even though the kid got him down the field, and he would not call. He had all 3 timeouts. He wouldn't call any of them. So I blame Robert Saleh for this loss. But the win puts the Lions at 7-7. There's a possibility they can make the playoffs.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm just checking. I was just checking to make sure we didn't have a voicemail.
The Lions. It's the best I've maybe ever seen them play, even with, for the years they had Matt Stafford.
Yeah. They did really well.
They clearly believe in this coach, and he's
got a lot of energy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So their story could get interesting. That Jets are also 7-7. Even if Jets make the playoffs, they're going to lose.
They're not making it.
Now, what we didn't get to talk about last week is the Jets lost to the Bills, and Mike White got destroyed. Like, he got the crap beat out of him.
He did.
To which in my group message with my other league, I was like, "Did you guys see?" He almost got cut in half. He got hit so hard.
He got
speared.
speared.
You got speared.
His ribs.
Yeah,
oh my God!
Rick,
He like folded in half like a suitcase, man.
Rick,
I was trying to think of which one you're talking about.
Let me see if I can get a good
Rick
shot
said,
of that.
My God.
Rick sent a meme or a GIF with Mike White in his Austin Powers saying, "Why won't you die?" It was great.
Oh my God, that looked scary.
Yeah, I mean, he literally broke a rib, but he came back in the game. He came back in the game twice after both of his really hard hits.
Let's see if I can just get the hit there. Oh my God, right there.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, that's pretty much it right there.
Can you really see it? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay,
He gets
like
Goldberg spears.
Yeah,
man.
And
like horrible.
That you could argue could have warranted a
Roughing the passer
because he was driven into the ground after that.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, you're like,
I looked at Josh and I was like, well, that's a damn good tackle, but damn.
It was like painful to watch.
Ouch. Like his arms and legs went,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, can he breathe?
He was folded in half, like JR said.
Next game, Cardinals at Broncos. Kyler Murray was out, and Russell Wilson was out.
Oh my gosh.
The Broncos, because of their defense, won 24-15. I don't think there was anything interesting about this game.
No.
Neither are going to make the playoffs.
No.
And then we have the second of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Yes, we do.
Patriots at the Raiders.
Oh yeah.
Now, before you get to the crazy part, the Raiders got a gift of a touchdown.
Yeah, they did.
I did say to Patrick during this game.
And he acknowledges that it was a gift of a touchdown.
I messaged Patrick and I said, "Hey, remember this score right now," because I said to him, "It's gonna come back." I said, "Remember this score right now for Vegas. Let's keep this lead, baby." I think it was like 17-3 or something. I don't know. It was like a great lead. It was like at the half or something, and I was like, "This is gonna go downhill like they always do." They almost did. They almost blew it.
Yeah, they blew a lead, and then it was tied, and then the Patriots are driving, and Ramondre Stevenson goes up the middle on a long run, and then he throws it backwards to Jacoby Myers.
Why?
I guess they're trying to get the lateral thing, kind of like happened between them and Miami 2 or 3 years ago, where Miami won the game that way with the laterals.
Yeah.
So they start lateraling, and
who was he passing to in the second one?
So Jacoby Myers like throws it like 15 yards behind him to a wide open Chandler Jones of the Raiders, who runs it in for a
Yep.
touchdown to win the game.
Who?
And
No one was there.
no, well, Mac Jones was back there and he got stiff armed. Like Chandler Jones is just like, get out of my way.
Mac Jones was 10 yards behind him.
Yeah,
that pass wasn't going to make
He was
it.
the only one to him, and even if he didn't catch it, but the ball falls down, it's still a live ball.
It's a live ball
He
because
could
it went
pick up
back.
and run.
Yeah.
But Chandler Jones just caught it right out of the air, knocked down Mac Jones, and ran in for the touchdown.
God,
And what I'm hearing
that
today,
catch, man.
what I'm hearing today from sports writers and sports podcasts is it's the worst play of all time. It beats out the Minneapolis Miracle, the play that the Saints player did to make Diggs so open on that play. It's literally the worst play ever. In terms of being stupid, doing something stupid to lose a game.
Okay, so is this okay? Now the Minneapolis Miracle had the stipulation of, the playoffs.
Right.
This has stipulation of Raiders staying in to the playoffs. They're still in.
It's more of it kind of ruins the Patriots' playoffs hopes.
Good.
Because they are now.
Because I hate
they're
Belichick.
7-7,
dude.
But there's a few. They're still. I think they're still technically in the hunt, but it makes it very difficult to make it. It's more like their fate is tied to other teams losing, which that makes it very difficult.
I didn't know this, but Bill Belichick and Adam Thielen have a beef.
Oh,
I didn't know this. Apparently they do, but so I don't have any respect for Bill Belichick at all now. I guess.
Make noise?
Yeah,
she's right here. She said hi.
It's Petter.
Titans at Chargers, and the Titans have now lost 4 games in a row. The Chargers, Herbert didn't look good, and then on the final drive, he made just a ridiculous throw to Mike Williams that ended up helping them win. But it was close, and some would argue that the Titans even outplayed him a little bit. But still, when you Justin Herbert making a crazy throw, 8-6 the Chargers are. Titans are 7-7.
Woohoo!
And if the Titans are 7-7, and now the Jaguars are 6-8, it's very feasible that the Jaguars could hop the Titans and get into the playoffs.
I can't wait to see the gumball football helmets on TikTok. We watched this one guy who
I
does
know.
like these. I said that to you.
I love
It's
it.
pretty awesome. He just shows like a rack of gumball helmets and puts them in order.
Bengals at Bucks. And if Tom plays half football game, he can get wins.
Yeah.
Right?
He did not play worth a damn.
The Bucks themselves completely fell apart in the second
They
half.
were
they
not
did.
good.
4 turnovers in a row.
Yeah.
What the hell?
And Joe was like, all right, thanks. I'm just going to start scoring touchdowns here.
Right?
And he did. Higgins had 1. He almost had 2.
I didn't play Higgins.
Oof. Did you win or lose?
Right now, I'm 12 points behind Rick, and I play Rodgers tonight.
Okay.
He doesn't have anybody else, so I might win. I'm projected to get 14, so I'm projected to win,
Okay.
but I don't know about the playoffs happening for me anymore.
So I do have a story here I'll tell after the last game.
Okay.
Giants at Commanders.
So yeah, there's some screwy stuff happening here.
Well, it was
with this
really
game.
It was really bad officiating, especially on the last drive for the Commanders. I don't
Mhm.
like to waste or to blame refs because and I heard it all day long today
Refs are
on
not
all the people in the
good.
business. You can't blame the refs. You got to overcome bad refereeing because it happens all the time.
You gotta have some better refereeing though when it comes to the
Sure, and
the calls that they've done this weekend were bad.
well, in this game particular, in the last drive, right in the red zone,
There's
Terry McLaurin's lined up, but he's not on the line of
he
scrimmage.
asked the ref if he's lined up.
Now he
3
so
times.
What I found out today is that regardless, you can ask, but it's the player's responsibility to know if they are lined up correctly.
Refs will be like, no.
So yeah, I thought
He was waiting
I
to
didn't
pull that
see
zipper
what
and
the-
get that flag
it
out.
was a stupid call. It was a what I also found out is that refs don't like to decide the game with calls like that. So sometimes the following play, which is why they won't call pass interference, that was clearly pass interference.
Oh
on-
yeah.
on
That
the
too.
Giants in the end zone.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
It's real shitty.
But hold on, I'm not going to give the Commanders anything because I don't like their coach. So, and I'm ready
Ron
for the
Rivera?
Commanders to just leave.
Why don't you like Ron Rivera?
Apparently, he's a predator.
Oh.
Apparently, he's got some but he's not getting reported because he's got some stuff on the rest of the NFL commissioners or
You're
something.
talking about Dan Snyder?
No, I'm pretty certain I'm talking about this coach for the Commanders.
Okay. I
Alex
don't know
doesn't
anything
like
about
him. Alex doesn't like him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
I might
was
be talking
hoping
out my
the
ass,
Commanders
hoping
would win that game just because I like the Taylor Heineke story.
Mm.
But I brought up something to somebody we know, and I said, listen to this situation.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, everybody's saying he won't play for the Bucs next year.
No,
So I said,
he's done.
what if Tom Brady gets reunited with Josh McDaniels in Vegas? And I heard this somewhere. I heard this on a sports podcast.
I think Patrick
Unlikely
already
that
had
will-
this discussion.
Unlikely
with us.
this will ever happen, but it could because of his relationship with Josh
Right.
McDaniels. The fact that Devontae Adams is there, they got a pretty good defense, and Max Crosby. And Patrick got so pissed off that he left me on red. I don't know if he got pissed off. He did leave me on red, but I don't know if he got pissed off. I don't think he got pissed off, but I was just busting his
That's
balls.
actually kind of funny because he said to us while we were playing Call of Duty, I think he said that, you must have said that like an evening or something, because he was saying to me and Alex, he's like, Tom Brady going to the Raiders, and then they were talking about the tuck rule and all this stupid BS. I'm like, dude, you guys hold grudges so harshly against
That's what I said.
that.
I'm like, that's what he told me. He's like, I don't want that cheater. And I'm like, Patrick, if he wins you a Super Bowl, now that's a lot of stuff would have to happen. But
Oh yeah.
if he went and won a Super Bowl, I think most people would probably forgive the tuck rule. And that's when he left me on red.
Yeah, but it didn't happen while they were Raiders versus the Patriots when it mattered. You
Yep.
know, I don't know.
I think he's going to want to go somewhere
Warm
that's going to win.
and warm.
Warm.
Probably warm, but you're going to have to go play somebody in the cold, most
Yeah.
likely.
But going to
I
Vegas,
think-
that's a nice place to
I
go
think
to.
if he wanted to, he could go to San Francisco.
I
There's
could
too much
probably-
in play at San Francisco,
There
though.
is, except that Trey Lance, he may not even be ready to play early in the season, right when the season starts, because of his injury.
But what about
Garoppolo, do you
Jimmy?
think they're going to get rid of him?
If Tom wanted to come play, they'd say to Jimmy, take a hike, because of how good Brock Purdy's doing.
What's wrong with Purdy then in general? Like, there's 3 quarterbacks. There's gold there.
I think they think Trey
No
Lance
pun
is the
intended.
future,
Yeah.
and Brock Purdy just happens to be doing well enough, better than we expected, to carry this through since Jimmy went down. If you watched a
Wow.
couple games that
You keep
Purdy
him
has
irrelevant,
played,
man. Oh, my gosh.
Purdy is more accurate than Garoppolo.
Right. And you're
So-
dogging Purdy right now.
Well, the reason I'm dogging him is because
he's winning games.
His sample size is so short, and eventually defensive coaches that watch film are going to be like, okay, this is how we stop this guy. And
Yeah.
then it could get rough. So we'll see what he does in the playoffs. If he wins the Super Bowl,
Speaking of,
he's probably got the starting job over Trey Lance.
I do have an image of the playoff picture for the NFC because that's what we care about. So, sorry.
I can see Vegas grabbing
Tom Brady.
Tom,
Yeah.
but I can see
He's gonna
Patrick. You're just gonna have to live with it.
Tom Brady's gonna want to go somewhere that has some offensive weapons and has a
Yes.
good defense.
All right, so this is the playoff picture. Tampa Bay is on the bottom here. It's cutting us off a little bit as far as like on the show, but division leaders: Vikings, San Francisco, and Philadelphia have all clinched. They're going. Wait a second, Dallas is for sure going now.
Yes, because the
They just
Commanders lost last night.
but they just lost,
Right, but it's still math.
so they can
I'm not
lose out
sure.
and they're good.
Yes,
Vikings can lose out and they're good. Vikings
Yes.
get home field
you've
advantage.
you've clinched the North.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
That's awesome. So in the hunt, still we got Green Bay playing the Rams, but
tonight. Yep.
I mean the Rams aren't in,
No, the Rams only have 4 wins. I
so the
think.
Rams can only make people sad right now.
Seattle's reeling. I don't think they're going to make it. Detroit's hot though, so they could jump in.
Yeah,
I don't know about the Giants and the Commanders because the Giants, they just have nothing about them that scares you.
no, but we'll see on Christmas Eve when they face the Vikings,
Yeah.
Right?
because that'll be a real clear picture of what that actually tells.
Now, I mean, Saquon Barkley is like their whole offense.
Yeah.
And while he's good, if you can shut him down, they really don't have anything.
that's just the run game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Daniel Jones. I mean, are you scared of Daniel Jones?
I don't think so.
Exactly.
I can't believe the Bucks are
Yeah.
up there.
And the Bucks. Yeah, the Bucks are 6-8, and now they're 6-8, and Atlanta and New Orleans are 5-9. So if the Bucks lose out and one of those two, and I don't know the remaining schedule, I don't know if they still have games against each other, so that may not be possible for them to win out.
Right.
But could get pretty crazy there in the NFC South.
That's just crazy that I'm seeing these
I just
division
really,
leaders
I
right
really,
here.
I really like seeing that though.
You liking seeing that 11-3?
I like
Alex?
seeing that right there.
So the 13-1 scares me.
I
The
like
10-4 scares me.
I like that boulder.
I like that boulder. That's a nice boulder. You know, that's not something Alex has ever seen the Vikings at since
No.
Favre, I think, maybe.
I don't know what
remember.
what the rankings were with Favre.
Yeah. But that was when Alex first started.
That's when I first got into football was with Brett
back
Favre.
in 09, 08. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the time to be a Vikings fan for a minute. And then it wasn't
Then
for,
it wasn't, but then it
Oh.
was, but then it was.
Yeah. We just had to get rid of our
Right now
depressing
it's-
coach.
right now they're really testing the
We're swinging
the
on
heart
high.
attack status on their fans for
My
sure.
blood pressure has not been good. I was just told by
He
my
was told
doctor
by
to
the
take it
doctor
easy.
to take it easy, and then like the next day is the game.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We
very
had the
next
Bills game, which was like a heart attack itself, and then we had this game with the Colts, which was just you want to pull your hair out.
Now you could argue the Vikings have been in two of the best games of the year.
Their
Yes.
scenarios have been amazing, but no one's giving them any credit because they put themselves in those positions.
Yeah.
They do.
So I understand, but I'm guessing that our defense just adapts too late, and they need to stop doing that.
Yeah, they do.
Because it happened.
We're
We
gonna
have a
lose half their
defense.
fans because we're all gonna die before they get to the Super Bowl.
All right, let's move on from the NFL and start talking about our week. Well, actually, we've been out for 2 weeks now because the last week Alex had to work on Monday, and I've been going into work all. Actually, that's not going to happen for the rest of this year. For now, I'll
Do
be
you get
staying
to be
home.
remote the rest of the time?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yep.
I work from home now the remainder of the year, which is really nice. It's only a couple weeks, but that's going to be very helpful on budget,
Sure.
stress. I mean, itself, it's been
Not
just.
to mention we got a snowstorm incoming.
I'm happy. I'm ready for this. Let's do it.
Yeah, I know. For once, Josh and I are like, because we don't have to travel.
We
We're like,
want snow.
we're like, sure, bring the blizzard. Usually we're like, man, can it just wait another week until we're back from South Dakota, or we're not traveling? And then I told Josh today, I was like, so did you see that we're supposed to be getting some kind of big ass blizzard here by the end of the week? And he's like how much? I'm like, they're calling 6 to 12 inches overnight. And he's
and
like,
wind.
and yes,
Lots
and
of
lots of
wind.
wind.
Lots of wind.
So big drifts.
So because we haven't had any snow, Alex and I bought a white Christmas tree, just so we can have a nice,
Yes.
bright.
We decided to upgrade this year.
Yeah, we call this our gamer tree now because we've got a green, pink, and purple look to it. The purple is the Twitch color. So yeah,
Yeah.
What's the pink?
Alex's.
It's like my
Alex's.
Oh yeah,
My
You mean
color.
your brand color.
Yeah, our
my
brand
brand
colors.
color, Josh's brand color, and then like Twitch color at
Yeah.
the bottom. So like our streamer tree.
So we have a nice Christmas tree up now. Finally, we put that up yesterday.
Yeah, we wanted it to be a little bit bigger, a little bit fuller, and just
So it's
something
pre-lit.
different.
It's a pre-lit, but we put colored lights on them too. So
yeah. So we
didn't-
don't have to put the pre-lit lights like light them up, but
yeah,
it looks like a completely different tree when you don't.
when you don't have the
plug in
lights
the
on. So you
pre-lit.
like it now, don't you?
I mean, I like that you
You
can.
like both aesthetics.
So yes, I like that we can unplug the pre-lit during the nighttime and have just like the pink, green, and purple, and it's a little bit darker and it's like more soothing.
Mhm.
Versus in the daytime, it's like woohoo,
Right.
Christmas. Like it's like two different trees.
I didn't put up a tree, but I got 2 of the smart light bulbs
Oh yeah.
and I put up a second
I love
floor
those.
lamp, and then if I'm playing a game or whatever, I switch it to like changing colors.
Did you get the ones that are remote, or did you get the Bluetooth one?
Bluetooth?
Like that one's Bluetooth.
Yeah.
That one I can
Oh,
change color.
I control it with the
I
app.
love it. I
Mhm.
love those. I need to get more of them. Like they're a godsend for like parties and stuff. For
Have you
mood lighting.
Brett? Have you had any Christmases yet?
No.
No. We had our first Christmas on Saturday.
Oh, we get to play Battleship.
Yeah, so we did a gift exchange. We do a white elephant.
So Alex
That's what I got.
got this. She got a Nerf gun. But she bought it for the gift exchange.
Sure did.
So it's like just a
How'd you get it yourself then?
Because I wanted it. The thing was,
it's a white elephant gift.
Yeah, it's a white elephant gift, meaning like you just buy it. The range was $15 to $20, and you wrap it, and then we have to pick numbers out of a hat to see who goes first, and then there's 2 steals, and you get to just basically you just go around.
Is it Nerf?
No.
It's not Nerf. It's like a knockoff of Nerf,
But they hurt.
But they friggin' hurt, man. You want to see?
No.
Don't shoot Brett on the show. Oh, Pixel's gonna chew on one of those if you. Oh God, what are you doing?
Oh my God.
Oh, jeez, you see that?
I did.
That has
had
some
velocity.
air.
Like, so Josh comes into my stream the other night because I didn't even take
Well, you
this out
got
of the
final kill. It was a
I
celebration.
I did not take this out of the box yet. I got the final kill on Call of Duty, and Josh goes, "You got the final kill!" Dunk, 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 dunk. Just starts shooting me.
Does it have a feet per second measurement?
Far, far,
We could probably do a
There's no
test
number.
on it.
far. These things hurt.
No, they
too.
might have like a literal how many feet per second it fires.
Dude,
but
that is
at
a
any rate,
solid tip.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey,
it's
yo.
cool.
And then we also bought Battleship, and I was like, I want to play that because that's
yeah. So
mine
we
now.
ended up
She's-
just buying things that we would want, so we would
1v1.
fight over it. So we ended up with our gifts anyway.
We gotta play Ticket to Ride still too.
Do you remember when Hyde and Eric were playing Battleship, and he's like, "I can't believe I haven't hit you yet." He's like, "Well, that's because I don't have any ships on the board."
Yep.
Oh my
That was
gosh,
fun.
that 70 show is great. I gotta get back into watching it. Playing and watching, by the way.
Yeah, I got a couple things.
Got a lot to talk about. Playing,
Well,
by the way.
High on Life has to be up there because that
You
is-
playing it?
I'm not, but that is what everybody in
I'm
that
playing
group
it.
I'm in is playing and
Yeah.
loving it.
If you are a Rick and Morty fan, you're playing it. If you're a first-person shooter fan, you're
You're
playing
gonna
it.
like it.
If you're a Borderlands fan,
Well,
you're
You're gonna
playing
like
it.
it.
Even Rick's like, "You should play this," and I'm like, "I don't know. I've never seen any of the Rick and Morty." He's like, "I haven't either, but it's actually really."
You don't
funny."
have to.
It will get
has,
you
It
into
has
it.
nothing to do with.
Actually,
Yeah.
Rick
if you
and
want to
Morty.
get into anything Justin Roiland that's funny, Solar Opposites, man.
Yeah.
That is great. That's better. I think it might be better
Well,
than Rick
that's
and
the
Morty.
thing is like Solar Opposites. Brett would like probably more because he would relate to Corvo.
Oh my God, he would.
Because he is
Corvo hates Earth.
He hates Earth.
I
Every
hate Earth.
single intro,
No,
he's like,
just
"I
like-
hate Earth. This is a terrible planet. This is ridiculous." And he
Like,
talks about one stupid
One
thing.
stupid thing
I'll
about
just have to
Earth.
show you some of their intros. There's probably a
It's-
compilation.
The
You'll love
intros
it.
differ every single time with him arguing about why he hates the planet.
It's so good. I think if there's any show
Oh
you
my
should watch
God.
that has Justin Roiland in it, that's Solar Opposites. And by the way, so High on Life, it's getting great reviews, but Alex burned it for me, and I haven't gotten
I'm
back to it
sorry,
since.
I didn't mean to.
Why?
She told me
Like spoiler?
no. She told me
I was giving my
What
own
she
personal
thinks about it.
review about it. I said, "Wow, this has quite a bit of a Borderlands feel to it. The way that everything's laid out and how the atmosphere and the environment is, and how you're a bounty hunter, and
yeah.
just really, it just looks like a upgraded, newer version of Borderlands.
Like a silly slapstick, even
Yeah.
more slapstick than all. And what
But
I'm
the
gonna
way like it's laid out and how you go and you get missions,
and as soon as she said that, I was like, "Oh, it's just a single player Borderlands," and I'm done. You go.
I think
do
it's
quests,
fucking hilarious.
That's it. And I mean, I got past the first boss already, and I just haven't gone back since. So I think I just need a little bit more time to play it. I'll go back to it. I love it.
I
It's
don't
funny.
know. I need to sit down and actually play because I've watched Josh play the first 20
Mhm.
minutes or so of it, and
I'm
I
about
thought
an
it was
hour
I
in,
thought it was
so.
amazing.
I've been playing the Lego Skywalker saga.
That's me too. I'm not far.
I
And
love
have
it.
a-
I
have
started on
a-
episode 1.
I have a reason why I'm not far that I'll get to, but
Me too. I'm not that far either. I'm at the pod race. I just finished the pod
Okay.
race.
well,
so.
I started on A New Hope.
Oh, you didn't start
I did
at
not
the.
start at episode 1.
Okay,
So, but
I'm having fun with the combat.
yeah, it's by far the best Lego game I've ever
The
played.
lightsaber combat's great. I want to play it with
However,
you.
It's
great.
it's almost like an RPG because there's
Yeah.
so much stuff around.
You have to go back
yeah.
to do more
Yes,
later on
like-
with other characters.
And they've always had
stuff.
the free play,
Yeah.
but now there's, and this is not the first time in a Lego game where there's just between levels, there's open spaces to go explore.
There's still only couch co-op though. No online. What the hell is 2022?
Yeah.
And this game came out for next gen.
But
Like,
it
seriously.
it is a love letter to Star Wars.
It's great. It's actually probably the best Star Wars game I've played.
Yeah.
Like, as far as Jedi combat goes, and I haven't gotten into like playing the characters that have the guns and stuff yet, but I've just been playing as Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan.
The blasting is good, and it gives you health bars for your enemies.
Yeah.
So.
And there's combos that you can do now, and apparently they changed the entire like camera work. I didn't play a lot of the earlier Lego games.
Almost like Gears, there's automatic cover.
Yeah,
so.
and it's great. So you should play this. It's a co-op game too, so we can both be Jedis or whatever at the same time. I think you'd have a fun time with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the reason why I haven't gone far into it is because I jumped into Red Dead Redemption 2 on PS5.
Why?
Because I've always wanted to play it again.
Oh.
And I thought, well, since I have PS5 now, let's play it on that. And I honestly, I played through in 2019 on the Xbox, and I checked. I didn't know, but I'd put like almost 80 hours into it.
Oh,
my
wow.
God.
I'm like, why do I not remember anything? You know?
What
I
year
put
is
80
this?
hours
In
into it.
2019.
How do I not remember it?
My
Because
God.
2020 erased a lot of people's
guess.
memories.
Oh my gosh,
So,
we're very forgetful.
I'm going, and I thought that I had pretty much stayed linear in as far as doing the main story on Xbox. So I've been taking my time and just doing a lot more exploring in the PS5. And for the first time in a long time, I can sit from 11 p.m. and play until I have to go to bed by 5 a.m.
Wow.
And I don't do that with games.
I do that with Destiny.
Yeah, it's
I
been
know.
a minute. We're going back.
Yep, we're going to
As
go back.
long as season 2 is not good for Call of Duty, we're going back to Destiny. So
But I still want to play Destiny.
crossing fingers for a bad season 2.
But I don't want a bad season 2.
Season 1's
I
pretty
want
meh. Do you
variety
just want to
again.
go to it now? Do you just want to go back?
I love Destiny.
I know you do.
I can never say no to Destiny.
I know.
There was a lot of
We have to tell Patrick if we do. You know you do.
I know.
there
He's
was
our
a
third.
lot of
Yeah.
non-main
Aw, babe.
story stuff to do in Red Dead that I didn't do
Mm-hmm.
that I'm looking at now.
That's with a lot of Red Dead.
Sure.
I mean, Red Dead Redemption itself, I
Lot of
passed a
Rockstar
lot of yeah, I should just say Rockstar. Other than that, I think we've just been playing Call of Duty itself. Hardcore Team Deathmatch, went back to Modern Warfare 2, played some of that. Alex
It
is
didn't
having
take me
fun.
long to start.
Oh, you're getting to top mid leaderboard time. Well, on our we don't know.
I had
actual
the other
rank yet.
last night. I had an 18-1.
Yeah, you did. Nobody gave you the time of day with it though. I was like,
And I'm getting my attack choppers. It's almost like
Yeah.
I was expecting you to be like, "Oh, you're never gonna get an attack chopper." Or
I
is
didn't
that what
even
it
know-
is? An attack chopper?
no, it was a VTOL, but
No, I don't use my VTOL anymore.
chopper gunner.
Chopper gunner. That's
Yeah.
what I'm using.
You need to use
His
chopper
VTOL,
gunner.
I think, is stupid.
Well,
I
yeah.
like being able to like man it and rip people a new one. Now it just follows you around and goes da-da-da-da-da-da,
And it stays in the middle of the map.
right.
Basically.
I don't. Well, I mean, you can move it to.
I didn't know that.
You can push like if where I'm at, you can hold X and then it'll like hover over you and
Oh, really?
protect you. But
I didn't know that.
yeah, you can let it follow you. I don't really like it, to be honest.
That's okay.
But with the chopper gunner, hell yeah.
You watching anything? We got a lot of things that we've watched. Actually, we watched some
No.
movies. We watched the movie Nope.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about that one. Holy shit.
Talk about a like
Jordan Peele.
There's a reason why it's called Nope.
Are you saying don't watch it?
No.
I
Actually,
said nope.
it puts extraterrestrials in a different.
it makes it very real life actually.
Did
makes
you like
wonder
it?
what they. I don't know.
It is a
it's
very
tormenting
it's
because
very
you see
disturbing.
disturbing. You see a
That is
monkey
the-
go off the chain,
and like kill people on stage and it's
but it has a purpose because it goes to show about taming
It's-
wildlife.
it all comes together in the end for
like
the
it's
for
basically
the
like a
most
signs
part.
come together,
It's yeah,
but it's not really a twist.
yeah. It's you cannot really describe what this movie's about. You just
I'm
have
still trying to put
to
together the end.
watch
I'm
it.
not even like recalling the end. I'm
Well,
recalling
it just-
the middle, most of it, and the scene that is very bloody,
yeah.
like extremely. And then and then the girl screaming inside of the ship.
I know I can't get that out of
I
my
can't
head.
get that on. I don't know
Like-
what she screamed at, but
I don't know.
she's screaming at something.
She's screaming at something because she
And then we find out what that ship is.
it's
I'm not gonna give away anything. 'Cause this
Yeah.
movie just came out, but
It's just
It's not.
It is a messed up movie, and I can't believe somebody thought about this.
The writing is weird, man.
It's very weird, but that's what I like about it is that nobody else has thought
Nobody's
about this.
written this movie before.
So it's something completely different, and that's why I like him as a director right now.
And
He's
it semi follows a child star who dealt with this monkey scene, and then it also goes with this family who deals with horses. It's just a lot.
Everything is connected in a very weird way, but there is no way of just. Can you read what the synopsis is? I just want to see how. Just read what it is.
We've also been watching Die Hard because
Yeah.
it's Christmas, you know.
Yeah, it's Christmas time.
Which I don't watch Die Hard until Christmas Eve.
Oh well, yeah. I guess we just need to get into more of the feeling because I'm just like, there's not. Really
It just
much
there's
I'm
no
seeing.
snow, and it just I don't know. It just doesn't feel Christmassy right now.
This isn't gonna get. That's not. A man and his sister discover something sinister in the skies above their California horse ranch, while the owner of a nearby theme park tries to profit from the mysterious otherworldly phenomenon. That's pretty close.
Yeah, but there's just so much.
The writing
more.
is longer. What's really
That's some
crazy?
Vegas.
Michael Wincott's in this movie, and he's the guy who was in the last movie that we just had in our movie club. Yeah. The guy who was in Robin Hood and Three Musketeers.
Yeah, with the voice like
yeah,
this.
that voice.
Yeah.
What movie was before Michael Clayton?
The Crow.
The Crow.
And I just looked it up. The Crow,
Yeah,
right there.
The
So
Crow.
yeah, it was The Crow. So, but that's all I have for playing and watching. Other than
I know.
we
Did you like Nope?
I don't know.
If you could score it,
I'll give it an 8.
I'd agree, but it's like a creepy 8. Whereas, am I going to just like if it's on TV kind of deal, like not like
I
that
have
happened.
to watch it again.
It's kind of like you'll get sucked into it if it's on,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna purposely put it on because it's disturbing.
Right. That's never gonna happen though because nothing's on TV anymore.
I know, but that's how I'm putting it
If
in
someone's
perspective.
watching it, I'm gonna sit down and watch it with them because I
yeah,
need
but
to
that's
see
what I'm saying. Like
what's-
remember when like Independence Day's on TV? Doesn't matter what part of the movie it's
it
at.
must be an extraterrestrial thing.
You
I don't
have
know.
to sit down and watch it. Oh, you watched been going through Indiana Jones, or you watched it?
We watched the 4th one.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to see if I actually still liked it, and I do. I still do.
Yeah,
And Alex
it's actually grown
Alex
on
gave
me.
it another
It's
chance.
really
She's like,
not.
okay.
It's nothing like the originals, but it's not as bad as I once said it was.
We watched Raiders last week.
Raiders.
yeah?
What?
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh. I was like, is that a movie on its own just called Raiders?
Probably.
It sounds like something Patrick would write. Raiders of the Lost Ark, yeah? Yeah, we were talking to your dad about the 5th indie film.
Yeah.
So, and he's like, oh, I still hate the 4th. Like, nah, it's still good. We did a Mel Brooks kind of like
Oh, we did a Mel Brooks
film
day.
where we watched Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles, and I wanted to end it with Spaceballs, but we didn't. And whatever, we've seen that movie.
Young
enough.
Frankenstein's still an amazing movie.
Yeah.
We watched A Good Day to Die Hard.
And
Ashley slipped into a coma after about 45 minutes.
That's the 5th one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Did you watch it?
It's not good.
It's still just as
It's
bad.
not
And
good.
This
Still
is
haven't
the
seen it
first-
since theaters.
It
That's
just-
the first time I've seen it since I went to the
How
theater.
dare you put him through that? Like
That
you should be.
was-
You
No,
should.
I think it was my idea.
Oh.
Oh.
She had not seen it, and I've been like, I should watch that again to see if it's still as bad.
It is. You can tell that he just doesn't want to
I
be
don't
there.
wanna- I
like the
don't-
whole
I
entire
don't wanna
movie.
experience it.
I
Did
have
you watch the
his
unrated version?
I don't think so because it was
Oh.
the one on Freevee has it for free.
Oh, I thought HBO had it.
I have
Oh,
his
they might.
emotion, like his emotionless face, just cemented in my
Speaking of-
brain. And
yeah.
I've only seen it once, and that was enough.
Just seeing him fly out of that helicopter was enough for me.
Oh my god,
Through the
that was
window.
freaking.
I mean, we already
horrible.
saw enough superhuman stuff that he did in 4, and that was enough.
Jumping off the jet and sliding down
Yeah,
the concrete.
and the car attacking the helicopter, killing the
Honestly,
helicopter
I
with the
liked
car.
it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, 4 is not
Four's
gonna.
great.
I
Four is
liked
great.
four.
Still love 4.
5, they did not need.
I
We
just-
don't
Wrote
need. We
poorly.
did
You
not
could
need
change the character's name. Like it didn't need to be a Die Hard movie.
Right.
that. No.
So Bruce Willis actually signed off his likeness to deepfake.
I don't know what
So
that means.
you never heard of deepfakes?
No.
Oh man, now I have to open up the world to you now. Okay, so deepfakes are basically where you can take somebody's likeness and make it your own, and you won't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Celebrities have been deepfaked,
Like
and
on what?
let's say I'm talking with just like some motion capture dots on my face, and I can slap Bruce Willis's face onto mine in post.
Oh,
So that's a deep
does
fake.
he get paid for that?
It's
His likeness is being
Yeah.
sold.
Oh,
because you're
okay.
using him.
So we might be seeing a young John McClane Die Hard prequel here one day, or a
Doesn't that
sequel.
eliminate the need for actors?
No, because they'll still have
still need the
him be
actors.
portrayed as someone else. Just his face will be mocap.
Oh, I see.
yeah.
So it eliminates famous actors.
Yes. So much for being a young John McClane being portrayed. This is now going to be a Bruce Willis likeness. Probably going to happen because Disney now has the money. Disney owns Die Hard. That's kind of crazy.
It is.
WB.
Fox.
Fuck.
Oh,
When you
the
open up the
20th
movie, you
20th
see
Century
the
Fox.
20th Century Fox. I'll never forget that. So I'm like, Disney owns John McClane. Let's talk about Michael Clayton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll give the synopsis of this film and stuff. So this movie came out in 2007. Didn't know that.
I didn't think it was that old.
Yeah, it is. A law firm brings in its fixer to remedy the situation after a lawyer has a breakdown while representing a chemical company that he knows is guilty in a multi-billion-dollar class action suit. Now, that took me a lot to understand by watching this film.
I had
I couldn't tell you
really
what this...
hard time following
Yes.
this.
couldn't
Josh and I
follow
were
it.
like, what?
I was like, what's going on now in this scene? What happened this time?
And they don't even start it at the beginning. They started at
No.
the
I
end.
didn't even figure that out until like the end, and I'm like, Josh, this
Did
is
you
the beginning
not see
of the
the
movie.
4 days earlier part?
No.
Well, I
missed
must
that.
have like
I must have missed
not
that.
looked at it or something, but I just
So
remember
we got-
going like,
We got George Clooney, Tilda Swinton, Tom Wilkinson, Michael O'Keefe. They're all starring in this film.
Sidney Pollack, who I've seen before,
Yeah.
but I don't remember for what.
Let me see. He had a familiar face. I don't know if you've seen Tootsie, Eyes Wide Shut. No. Maid of Honor. The Sopranos.
No. Anyway,
Changing Lanes.
No.
Nope.
Okay. So this film, 07, 2 hours long, and my God, they could cut these scenes down, man.
I didn't feel like it was too long, but I thought the idea was cool,
Yeah,
but it was not.
the execution was
It
extremely.
was. I guess maybe, and I'm not surprised from the source that I got this movie from.
Yeah.
It's a thinking movie.
Oh my God!
And it
very,
makes
very
us sound
much
dumb.
so.
I mean,
I
the
don't mean
ending
to make it
credits,
sound
you
dumb.
see him just
Sitting in a cab.
in a cab.
It's like every shot's got to be this artsy thing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and that's what the director was going for.
Mhm,
And that's just not what I look for in movies, you know?
mhm.
So it's probably a good movie. It's just not a movie that I want to watch.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
mean,
the acting performances were very good,
Yeah.
especially by Wilkinson.
and
Yes.
Tilda Swinton without an English accent.
That was weird.
That was weird. Like she had her American accent going. That was odd. That was just a weird one for me. I don't know if she needed to do that. It was so this lawyer goes insane
Basically, yeah.
and he has a love attraction to this young girl who's basically in her 20s, I hope.
Yeah.
You kind of hope.
You hope so. Maybe older. And
Maybe younger.
she is somehow a pawn in this.
She's part of the class action lawsuit
That's what it is.
Okay.
against
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
against the agricultural company.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the lawyer, Tom Wilkinson, puts all of his findings in this movie script that he is supposedly printing at Kinko's.
Yeah, like 1,000 copies.
Yep.
To send out to people, basically to say what you're doing is like killing people.
Yeah.
Your
And
And
product
it's like
is
written
killing
on
people.
paper,
Yes.
And we need people like this in this world.
right?
well, you know,
But he paid for it.
a lot
pretty
of
deathly.
lawyers, their entire job is just it's like
Represent.
homework.
Right.
It's tons and tons of research.
Yeah.
you
And
know?
with how many people, like, I didn't understand.
They said in the movie it's like 6 years this lawsuit took
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
build.
I didn't get the team of lawyers. I saw these people working. I'm just like, what is
Yeah.
this?
And
Like,
I
I don't get
still-
it.
I don't really understand what George Clooney's role is in that law firm. They say he's the fixer, but then he goes to this rich guy who hits somebody and leaves the scene of an accident.
Yeah, that.
So George Clooney goes to fix it.
But claims
You
that
have
that's
no
not what
idea what they do.
Yes,
and he can't fix it.
And also claims that he doesn't
Do that. He's
so
like,
it's just
you don't need a lawyer like me. You need a criminal lawyer,
Right.
Because he hit somebody and left the scene of an accident.
I think that scene was written a little. I don't know.
I
I
don't
felt like that
know.
scene was just a little misplaced. But that was it was almost like an unnecessary. It was just to place you in a time frame
yeah.
because you see that different faces and stuff that you don't see the rest of the film. The explosion and all that. I mean that confused the hell out of me.
Yep.
I was like, I just
especially
I
at
just
the
saw
beginning,
this car blow up. Why am I seeing it again?
Especially at the beginning, you don't understand why his car blows up. But then you figure it out that he
found out
about
much.
everything, and they were trying to kill him.
Yeah.
I'll recommend this film, but have it on in the background, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not even.
It sounds
because
like
you
it would
kinda
make a
have to
good
follow.
book. How about that?
Sure.
It sounds like it would make a good book, like a
Right.
crime book.
I think it would. You could explain a lot more in the.
I think
Oh,
it
in
would
a book,
form of a
definitely.
book.
Yes,
Oh,
it'd
yeah.
be a lot clearer to understand if it was in a book.
Do you think George Clooney just stars in book-like films?
Maybe.
I mean, a lot of his films are lengthy and wordy. I mean, you think of Ocean's 11. There's a lot of talking in all those.
A
In
lot
the
of
entire
talking and
trilogy.
planning. And,
Yeah. So you think about all of Michael or George Clooney's films. Like he talks.
He's more of a drama actor.
Yeah.
He's not
Yeah.
an action guy.
And this one was probably the most actiony at the end. Like I was actually tense.
Right.
Like I was like, oh my god, but I know what's gonna happen. But it's still tense because they're chasing after me. I was like, but we saw that car. I was like, I saw that car go the opposite direction. It was just all over the place. I mean, I don't know. This movie is just it's a differently written film. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, it's different from what we normally go for.
The guy who wrote it or directed it,
Gilroy,
yeah, Tony
Gilroy. Yep.
He did the screenplay for the Bourne trilogy.
Oh, okay.
He also produced Rogue One.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And he also wrote Nightcrawler, that Jake Gyllenhaal
Yeah.
film with
Oh,
the
yeah,
guy
with
with the
the-
camcorder.
The
Yeah.
serial killer, right?
Yeah. Well, he works as an independent media film dude. I don't know. You might be confusing that with the
Oh wait, that's Night Stalker.
yeah.
Is the serial killer? I think.
Nightcrawler. He's basically the guy. He has a camcorder the whole time. He just goes to all these car accidents and stuff.
And films people like dying and stuff.
And this was Tony Gilroy's directorial debut. Was this film? So Denzel Washington turned down the role, which I could see him in.
Yeah.
But I think George Clooney does it just
I
fine.
think he does it fine.
And that's weird because I don't like George Clooney
Yeah,
a
you're not
lot,
fan.
but this film was fine for him,
I agree.
and it fits. I don't think anybody else can really fit that. Maybe what was that movie? No Country for Old Men.
Yeah. What about it?
I think Tommy Lee Jones in his youth could have been fine doing
Yeah.
this, doing his role, George Clooney's role.
He plays a lawyer in The Client
Yeah.
and
So-
in Rules of Engagement.
Yeah. Now I'm just thinking of U.S. Marshals and like,
Right.
you know, it's just Tommy Lee Jones had the track record of kind of like a drama action. This film was kind of like a drama, got into action a little bit.
Thriller, little bit.
Tom
of thriller.
Wilkinson's death was hard to watch, man.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, of course, but this movie
Yeah, it came out a while ago.
15 years old, so I mean,
It was very
felt real.
Mm-hmm.
The Mercedes-Benz S-Class sedan that is blown up in this film was first used in the filming of The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh,
It was actually cut in half
really?
to film Meryl Streep's side and Anne Hathaway's side.
Huh.
And it was melded back together to blow up.
Reuse, reduce, recycle,
Oh,
right?
yeah, pretty much. It was that, yeah.
Gotta save money on the budget.
Hey, I got you a car for the scene.
I'm gonna give this movie like a 7,
Yeah.
just like a basic
7 is good.
You know, like 5.
Alex fell asleep to the end, and I was
I
like, Alex,
did.
it's the end. Wake up.
Did you watch it today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was just
even though we had 2 weeks to watch this film.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it. I started it last night and finished it this morning.
It's pretty.
It's just very. It didn't grab my attention. Like it was just up and down, up and down. I'm like, now what's going on? Now what's
Mhm.
going on? Like,
I mean, I was like, towards the end, I was like, okay, what's going on here, and how's this
Yeah.
going to end? But it took an hour and 40
Right?
minutes to get
I
there.
was like, "There's no way they're gonna wrap this." I said to Alex, "There's no way they're gonna wrap this movie up in 20 minutes." And she's like, "How much time is left?" I hit the button. 20 minutes.
20
I was like,
minutes.
"Oh my god,
Like, all
what
right.
happens in
Yeah.
20 minutes?" Like,
It
there's
just
still.
kind of
I'm still lost.
stops, but you understand what happens. The Tilda
understand
Swinton
why.
gets arrested because
Mhm.
he got her on recordings
Yeah.
to saying
What
that
a
she's gonna
weak
pay him
plot
off.
point to end it off on, you
It,
know?
it was kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, it's like, oh, did you get all that? I got it.
And
Okay.
arrested she is. What's the movie, Alex?
You guys get a pick.
Oh.
There's two.
Do you know which ones?
Two that I really want to watch.
Okay.
One of them, I think we can only watch in theaters. I think, and the other one I think is on Netflix. I could
Okay.
also be wrong.
Which one?
The one that's streaming is Bullet Train.
Oh.
With Brad Pitt. Oh shit!
Oh.
No, I have. Ah, damn. Okay, yeah, they're both streaming. Never mind. I'm not even gonna talk about the other one.
Okay.
And then the other one that's streaming that I really want to watch is
Do you need it? Is it that one?
yes,
Okay.
that one.
Say it.
The unbearable weight of massive talent.
Oh, okay. I
Yes.
definitely going with that one.
Okay. We see it all the
You don't
time, and
wanna
then
see
we're like,
Bullet
"Oh yeah,
Train?
that's right." I
I
mean,
got so sick of it because every movie I saw this year, I feel like there was a trailer.
There's
for
a trailer
this
for
movie
Bullet
in it.
Train, right?
I just think it looks cool. Like it looks exciting.
Probably is, but I want to
keep
see
that on the back burner.
That's the Nick
not-
Cage massive. Yeah, I want to see that.
The unbearable
the-
weight of massive talent.
Yes,
I think that's on Stars.
I totally
so you
forgot
might
about
have to see
there
it
was
with
another
us.
movie, but I've just said
I thought
Josh and I will
maybe
see it.
Alex, you were gonna pick Black Adam.
No,
No.
she was thinking of A Christmas Story too.
No. I was
Oh, you
thinking
were talking
I was
about that.
thinking of the other one that's in
Because
theaters.
Christmas is right around the corner.
Yeah, so
Have you seen the first Christmas Story?
I've never. Would you let her
I'm
talk?
sorry.
I've never seen it from beginning to end, but
Okay.
I'm sure I've seen all of it in
You
pieces.
just watch it so we can just have the sequel eventually here.
the other one that I wanted to watch was the one that Patrick and Brian went to, the Killer Santa, Violent Night.
Violent
Yeah,
Night,
that's
yeah.
only in theaters.
Yeah, I really want to see that one. For like, as I was thinking, all right, well, Bullet Train, but I was also gonna go with Violent Night because I was like, oh, Christmas quote unquote movie, but I was like, because I really want to see it.
Violent Night is David Harbour, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he's Santa.
Yeah.
So-
It looks great. They said it was good. I'm like, I don't know why. I really like David Harbour. Like, I
Yeah.
like him as an actor quite a bit.
Well, I mean, he's not. A lot of people did not like the fact that he was Hellboy.
He was in the movie we watched a couple weeks ago, wasn't he?
David Harbour?
Yeah,
He was?
I don't think so. Let me look him up.
yeah, he was.
We
He was in
watched
a movie that
we
we
watched
picked.
The Crow.
It
what was
wasn't
before
that,
The
it was
Crow?
Before The Crow.
I don't know. Let me look him up here. Excuse me.
I don't remember what
I
we
don't
picked before The
see
Crow. Because
him.
who picked The Crow?
I
Josh?
did. So it was you.
So it was
Alex.
me.
I
I don't remember what.
ain't seeing anything. Yeah, see, this is why we need to have an Excel spreadsheet going.
I know that we're not going to get doubles, though.
I know I watched something with him in it from a few years ago.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, if it was a movie club or
Okay.
not. I'm gonna look.
So you're speaking of Black Adam. DC is being dismantled.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the other
From
thing
the
I want to talk
ground up.
about.
Yeah.
James Gunn, man.
What the
like,
fuck?
what are you doing?
What in the fuck?
We
So-
hope this is in good hands, right?
The big dropper was that Henry Cavill is done as Superman.
Yeah, that was the big one.
Yeah, which means he could go back to The Witcher,
The
right?
Rock has
Wrong.
also unfollowed Warner Brothers on Instagram, and he's also unfollowed Black Adam,
Black Adam. Yeah.
the movie.
If
What the? What?
so, the story came out that Black Adam is expected to break even,
Yeah.
and I'm guessing James Gunn's like, if it's not gonna make money, then I'm gonna cut it. It also means,
Mm.
or I also saw a story that Gal Gadot and Henry Cavill's cameos for The Flash have been cut.
They have been cut
So
out.
he
Yep.
is completely cleaning house and gonna recast. Sounds like everybody.
Yep.
Hope to keep Batman though.
Oh, as Robert.
Yeah.
Well, I also read that that's not joining. Robert Pattinson's Batman is not joining the DCEU.
I think he should. I think he's young enough to do that.
I think he'd be great.
That'd be great.
I think he's got plenty of years left in him.
James Gunn can change his mind, but we'll see.
He could, but I think it's more like James Gunn's like, I'm making this. If I'm going to compete with Marvel, that's what I've been brought in to do, and I got to start from scratch.
Well, it's funny you say that because Jason Momoa also said that he wanted to be a villain of a certain type, and he's already Aquaman. I guess he's pulled out as Aquaman now. And we never watched
nothing
any of
official about that, but that's certainly possible.
Yeah.
So, I don't get it. Like, I understand. We don't know what Henry Cavill's reason for leaving The Witcher, other than didn't he say that
they're not following?
Yes, and that's why he wanted to leave the books.
They're not following the books. They're not following the lore. So you don't want to be a part of it.
I guarantee you, he will not go back to The Witcher.
He is actually looking into Warhammer.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And if there's a star who wants to be a part of something that has that kind of A-list, they're gonna get it.
He's a giant.
Keanu
nerd.
Reeves is getting Constantine. He said he wanted it.
I wonder.
Calm down.
Do we know when The Flash is coming out?
What?
Do we know when The Flash is coming out?
No one's gonna freaking watch
spring.
it.
So I wonder if he's gonna do anything. If James Gunn is gonna put.
They should just scrap the whole fucking movie.
They can't because they already scrapped.
They scrapped the Bat.
They scrapped the Batwoman.
Batwoman, yeah.
And there was so much money in that.
They lost a ton of money with that.
Is what they're saying for The Flash.
So
we'll see.
It's boy, I don't know what he's doing, but the next 10 years for DC is going to be interesting.
Is what's his name out of jail? Like, did he make bail?
Ezra. I don't know. What's going on with him.
Ezra.
The star of the Flash.
The star of the Flash?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is his name Ezra Miller? Why am I thinking
Yes.
that? Is it really?
Yes, I believe you're right.
No way.
I think you're right, actually.
Now, what is James Gunn's credentials? What did he do that's big?
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ezra Miller. He did all the Guardians. He did the whole trilogy, the holiday special, and he did the Suicide Squad sequel, which was a success. So DC was like,
it was
all
a
right.
success, but it was not as well received, right?
No, it was well received. I don't think it made as much money.
It didn't make as much money, I think, because
as they wanted
of the backlash from the first movie.
Which it was fine.
By the
way,
both
of them were fine.
The David Harbour movie was The Equalizer, not a movie club movie. It's the one that I just watched.
Oh, okay.
So that was the Denzel Washington movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I don't remember that one. I don't know if I've seen that one. So yeah, DC. I don't know. I'm already.
It's falling apart.
Here's the problem. Marvel Phase 4 is done at this point. I think they just finished. Or they're finishing up now with Wakanda Forever. I think was their last one. And they're starting on the Phase 5, and it didn't even feel like Phase 4 was a phase. And everyone's kind of just like, I think everyone's just getting so burnt out at this point because everything's
the
the next big
superhero
thing.
movie fatigue. So I wasn't feeling it at the beginning.
I felt it a long time ago.
I wasn't feeling it like the fatigue.
Back.
It was just kind of more of like an annoyance. Like, oh, we got this movie. Now we have this movie. But once they started adding in you have to watch this Netflix or Hulu or these specials because these tie into the movies, and they're just giving you these extra things to watch to keep up with the show or to keep up with the movies and the storyline. That's when I started to fall off, and I was like, "You're giving me too much.
It's too much
content."
The way I was talking to some people at work about it. I only have so many hours in a day to consume media.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I feel burnt out sitting on the couch watching these things.
It can't be the same thing, you know?
I just watched a TikTok about the top rated shows, like most watched Googled shows or whatever, in the past 15 years or something. I showed this to Alex, and of course it was like going by like, what ones were most searched and watched and stuff. Big Bang Theory and Lost and stuff were always on top and all that. Now, like the past 3 years, it's been all over the place.
Yeah, nothing.
You don't have a top show because
content's just rolling and
flaring
rolling and rolling and rolling
at a massive speed. No one can consume it. There is so much shovelware out there. Like, I am going through all of these streaming services and I'm burnt out on everything. Superhero movies are about done, man. They're about done.
Do you remember the Bruce Willis movie, The Kid?
Yeah.
Do you remember that line that he says?
I didn't see it.
All right, well, he's going through as his younger self. His younger self is back, and he's going through Bruce Willis's TV on cable, and he's like, wow, 99 channels, and there's nothing on.
There's literally nothing on.
And that's exactly
now.
what I feel
There's
like when I go through Netflix and Hulu. I'm like, I'm just burnt.
But
Well-
but like, oh, that's a great movie. I'll watch that definitely. But I'm like, but then I can watch this movie.
Well,
but then I
that's
can
the
watch this
thing.
movie.
There's plenty of content. It's your perception of what is good.
Yeah.
And what we can stop on and say this is
what
good enough
is
for
worth
me.
your time. Since
Right.
Your time
yes,
is so limited.
it's what's worth
My
my
time is so limited now. I just get on TikTok or YouTube. I give up. I give up on, and I'm
Yeah.
paying for all these other services.
Josh
too.
and I tried. We started Wednesday.
the show Wednesday,
The show Wednesday.
the
Oh,
Addams
yeah.
Family show.
We started it.
I didn't really want to talk about it, but you do now. And
well,
I
just
turned
because
it
it
off.
kind of we turned it off.
I thought you were like, oh, I love this.
Well, I was enjoying it, but at the same time, it felt like what we were just talking about, like that feeling of
It's a teenage drama that's trying to be adult, and I don't think it's for us.
yeah, like I feel like it's aimed at
Morticia
teenagers.
is they have who's Morticia?
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
I hate her.
As
I hate
as
her as
Morticia.
Morticia.
She has emotion.
Morticia is not supposed to have
She's
emotion in
supposed to be
the Addams Family.
emotionless.
Luis Guzman is fine
As Gomez? Yes,
but
he's
he
good.
cannot replace
No.
the
I think we are just too
too
stuck on our
generation.
like we.
is
Oh, that
too
was the other
stuck
thing.
on
We
it.
finally went through Addams Family Values again.
Yeah, which is a Thanksgiving movie.
It's still a great movie.
So
Just Morticia and Gomez's connection, just like their
wasn't there
their connection on screen is
to each other. Even
I
Their
mean
love
like
to each other didn't feel.
I mean I'm talking about the lust in the original movies. Like
Yeah.
you can't compare.
hmm
Like there's nobody that or you can't compete.
we didn't get a chance to talk about the Game Awards,
Well, Elden Ring got
Game of the Year.
Game of the Year.
which is not a surprise. I think
It-
that was a
but it
pretty
beat
big
out
pick.
it beat out God of War.
It did, but
God of War got quite a few awards.
They
though.
did.
I'm telling. Well, I'm not in any PlayStation groups, but Elden Ring had a lot of people talking about it for a long time.
Yeah.
So, and
It got really quiet
original
for a
God
minute,
of
though, where
War
no one was talking about
won-
Elden Ring.
original God of War won in 2018.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with Elden Ring. Even though I care
I didn't
nothing
really
about
want to talk
Elden
about any of the other things really about it, but other than
Ring.
the person that
kid
got
crashing the stage.
the guy that crashed the stage to talk about his rabbi Bill.
should have been
Clinton.
arrested for that.
He is. He
Good.
did. Yeah, he got arrested after invading the Elden Ring's Game of the Year.
They should
speech.
have thrown him off the stage.
The fact that he was there, the security ran in. I don't know if you saw the clip of it. They're just
No.
coming to the stage at the end when they cut him off the mic.
No.
If
Yeah.
I was it was the Elden Ring developers accepting, right?
Yeah.
I'd have been like, kid, get the hell out of here, and I'd have thrown him off the stage.
I think people are just so socially awkward nowadays.
Well, let's say like the Game Awards is not something you watch for the audience for sure because
you look at
everybody sits like all quiet. Like you could tell it's a room full of introverts that are being paid to be there for filling seats.
I love that they're still bringing the same guy back who's the developer for No Way Out or
Yes,
for A
the-
Way Out
that
and
drunk.
the guy who flipped off the camera and all that. He's
I
still
love him.
there every
He's
year now. He is now a
hilarious.
staple of the show.
He's hilarious.
He's a presenter for one of the I think it was the Game of the Year actually or something
So-
or Indie
Oh,
Game of the Year
maybe.
Microsoft's taking a little heat.
because they weren't there for it. So what?
They weren't. Not only were they not there, they did not take any opportunity to make a statement about anything coming out anytime soon.
I saw plenty of commercials
Do you
about Game
know
Pass.
how many exclusives came out for Microsoft this year?
I cannot tell you. Maybe one. High on Life.
And Pentiment, I think. But it was, I
High
believe
on
it
Life
was
is
put.
not Xbox exclusive. It's also on Steam.
Yes,
Well, that's still it's a Windows exclusive.
Okay, well,
it's
okay,
not.
Microsoft,
It's
I
not
guess, okay.
considered an Xbox exclusive because of that. But
Mhm.
what I will
It's
say,
not on other platforms though. Is what I'm saying. Like it's not on Switch, not on PlayStation. It's-
Okay.
what I will say, or what I've heard, is you watch Sony, and it was even put out as wearing out the carpet on the way to the stage for all their awards.
Yeah,
And Microsoft's got nothing, and not even
I'm about to yell at
not
that.
even to announce anything.
Can I yell at that?
Sure.
And now Sony wants to just be all like, "Oh, you can't take Activision from us. You can frick right off."
Yeah, they're being very petty about it.
They are extremely petty about the Microsoft acquisition, and to the point where now there's articles coming out that Microsoft's not going to be able to do it. I'm like, BS, they're
They're
not.
being-
This is going to
They're
happen.
being sued by the FTC. I think
Microsoft is going to present their case, and
eventually
they're
it
going to win.
will happen.
Yeah.
So, but I know. So Ryan McCaffrey of IGN, who's been an Xbox cover, big major fan
I love
for
listening
20
to
years,
him about all of his news.
he wrote an op-ed about it and basically
Oh.
just ripped them open for not taking an
I
opportunity.
didn't read it. I saw the
to-
article, but I didn't read it.
to reassure gamers, hey, you just paid $500 for this console. There will be content for it. And
Yeah.
they didn't do that.
Okay. True.
So I don't take the Game Awards real seriously. I think really nobody really cares about it. But it is a vehicle to maybe
Show some
announce
stuff.
something.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
Who
even
got-
give an update.
Who got content creator?
Ludwig.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was well deserved.
Yeah.
He's a great content creator.
Is he who was doing the charity this weekend?
No, that was Lupo.
That was Lupo.
Lupo does charity all the time with like that. Got a couple other things to touch on. There's a couple of trailers that came out. Scream 6.
Thoughts?
I didn't see a trailer, but
It
I'll watch it.
it looks watchable. It's just the trailer has they're on a subway and
It's in New York.
yeah.
So instead of it being at
Woodsboro.
it's
yeah.
going to be
So
elsewhere.
it'll be a new take on Scream.
Good. Let's leave. I mean, they were at college, and now they can go somewhere else. They were at a Hollywood house.
Oh yeah, that only 1 and 4 and 5 were in Woodsboro.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm gonna get into a little bit of an adult discussion here about Pornhub.
Oh boy.
They came out with their 2022 year in review of search terms, and most search, and I'm going to keep this gamer and movie related, so this isn't going to go into like adult actresses or any of or other search terms that people look up.
Okay.
I'm going to go into basically what was the most searched, nerd culture. So
Okay. Let's hear it.
this is
It's
gonna-
interesting.
So first of all, I want to touch on gamer girl. The term was searched 813% more than last year.
Okay.
So gamer girl is a very highly searched term on Pornhub now. So you can e-girls and gamer girls are where it's at now, I guess. The most searched video game character. Now, you guys just take a guess.
Laura Croft.
No, she's not even on top 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have no idea.
Harley Quinn.
Overwatch, Diva.
Oh, Diva.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now Overwatch has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. So they have half this top 10.
Oh my god.
Now they gave a like a top whatever. I just
Yeah.
gave the top 10. So Overwatch, I'm gonna list the Overwatch ones. Diva, Widowmaker,
Angel.
Mercy, Tracer, and May.
Oh.
Angel is Mercy.
Oh, Mercy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 2 was Minecraft, Jenny. The girl from Minecraft. Yeah. No,
I'm almost kind of interested now, to be honest. I feel like I've got to do a search just because.
oh my god.
Just because. I'm like, all right, how?
Resident Evil Lady Dimitrescu.
Yes. Okay, with the hat and the
Yeah.
big boobs. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I
yeah,
get it.
sure.
Yeah.
She's on the list. She's number 4. Then we got Overwatch. Genshin Impact Mona. That's the one that everyone's doing the dance.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Her. And then Fortnite, Ruby. Must be one of the characters from Fortnite.
Yeah, I
That's a
don't know that
basic
one.
character from there. And then number 10, Genshin Impact Slime. I'm not certain what that
I don't
one
know what
is.
that one
So
is
I don't know
either.
Genshin Impact, but
What number is the Minecraft? You said 4?
2.
2?
Yeah. Number 1 is Overwatch Diva. Number 2 is Minecraft Jenny. I don't get it. I don't get that one.
I'm gonna raise that percentage up a little bit after the podcast. I just have to.
The most searched for video game style on Pornhub. Number 1 is Fortnite. Yeah, that beat out Overwatch. That's weird.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 3, Genshin Impact. Number 4 is Minecraft.
What the fuck, people? They're box pixelated people.
Oh, just wait. I'm going to go down the list here. Pokemon's number 5. Cyberpunk number 6.
Yeah.
I don't know Summertime Saga, but
I
that's
don't know
number
what that is.
7.
Okay.
League of Legends number 8.
I see that just because of what's her face.
Jinx.
Yeah, Jinx.
Valorant is number 9.
I see that. Yeah.
Resident Evil is number 10. Now, I did some honorable mentions here because there's a few others that are very interesting to me. Roblox is on this list. Number 13. That's even blockier than Minecraft.
Should we just go into Pornhub after this and just start going into all of our video games and start typing in the names and see what exists.
You might be surprised what you find, I'm sure. Another honorable mention, Splatoon 17, unsurprising.
Splatoon?
Yeah, Rule 34.
Yeah.
Call of Duty is number 19. Soldiers, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Cuphead, 20. Cuphead is 20. All right. Most searched movies and characters. So I did a top 10 of this one. Number 1 is Harley Quinn.
I was going to say it's probably Harley Quinn.
So this isn't video games and all. This is all just movie
Just
and,
movies.
and character culture.
Okay.
Number 2 is Star Wars.
Okay.
Number 3, 365 days. That might be I don't know what that is. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Black Widow's number 4.
Okay.
Wonder Woman's number 5.
I was going to say Gal Gadot's going to be up there.
Sonic number 6.
It just takes a turn every time. Like, really?
It does,
people?
doesn't it? Catwoman number 7. Avengers is 8. Princess Leia is 9.
I mean, that goes with Star Wars.
I know, but then you got other Star Wars characters. So Princess Leia is on its own at 9. And number 10 is Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. Now, I will say one thing. What the hell, Indiana? I'm gonna say some of the terms that were searched by state.
Yeah.
Indiana is furries. So apparently our state's really into furries. Just want to state that. California, they're into Asians. But South Carolina, we got to talk here. They're into GILFs. Grandma.
All right. Hey, I mean, there can be some hot grandmas.
You
out
do
there.
you. You do you. So yeah, that was the Pornhub terms.
So we've got Jen Hotcakes, which is Quittin on YouTube, that says Internet Rule 34. If it exists, there's porn of it. Rule 35. If there's no porn of it, it will be made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which, yes, that rule's been around for since the beginning of the internet.
There are rules of the internet. Those
but
exist.
so speaking of Quittin, this whole entire time you're going through the list, all I can think of is Quittin's voice in my head, like when we're streaming, and he's like, "Hey, don't kink shame me."
Yeah,
or
don't
he says,
kink shame me.
or if he's just like, "Hey, different strokes, different folks."
Yeah.
Like I just have it like in my head of him saying, but Minecraft people, Minecraft
And Roblox.
and Roblox.
I mean,
what the fuck?
you're just waiting for that turn that happened. You're like, there's a
It's
turn.
like you're like Princess Lit, Sonic. What? Oh my
I will be
God.
honest. I
Interesting.
don't think I've ever searched any of those terms.
You know what?
ever
I'm
in that
very
fashion.
happy, but we're going to after the show for fun.
Do you guys have some other stuff you want to touch on? Brett, what's that
No.
cardboard box?
Nothing.
Okay, we'll have to talk about that later.
Yes.
That look you gave.
Fuck Quentin.
Give me that. Block dumpy, don't spank it. What? Okay.
You
so
said
here's
don't
the
kink
thing.
shame me.
Here's the thing. Okay, so there's other search terms out there. South Dakota, they're into fat ass.
I mean, but I see that though.
Colorado likes goth.
I can see that. Like all the other things that you posted, like I get it, but there was just certain things that I'm like, yeah, that can't be right. Now, is this just like United States, or was this like their full like search?
It's full states,
Okay,
not the world,
not the world.
just states. So, I think that's all. We can get out of here. If you guys have anything else, no, yeah, no, okay. All right,
We're gonna
Alex.
end the today.
End the
we're
today's show.
Oh, by the way, you guys can pick on me all you want after this, because I can't. Everybody at work's already gonna pick on me, because I'm sure I'm gonna come into work. We had a lunch interview today. That I went to.
Did you spill food on yourself?
No. But
I
so
was
I
seeing that.
ordered. I always order hot tea to drink. That's just what I drink when we go out. So I had some hot tea, and then I had my meal. Well, at the very end, I really was thirsty, and generally they'll bring out hot tea and they'll give you some water as well, just like an ice, like a cup of water. So the server comes over, and he's just like, the girls are asking the interviewer questions, and I turned around and was like, he's like, is there anything else I can get for you? I'm like, yeah, can I get a side of water?
A side of water.
I said a side of water.
Aw.
And I didn't think anybody really heard me. And of course,
Aw,
like,
you're cute.
my boss is sitting at the table, and like later on she was like, did you ask for a side of water?
Maybe they'll bring in a bull.
The 13 lives review response we'll do next week because I don't
Yes.
think it's fresh enough in everyone's minds to read.
I
that
haven't read
response.
it.
Yeah, I have to make sure you guys get that read.
Yes, I've got that on my.
Can you?
We have
send
to do
them-
almost like a whole, just a full segment of
a 13 lives response
of the 13
with the
lives
parents.
response. But I very much thank you so much, Quentin, for responding to that like we wanted you to.
Yes. Alex, go ahead and plug your Twitch then.
Yes, if you'd like to watch me stream, it's twitch.tv/cute_kitty, KUTE_KITTI. I stream on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings. This weekend I will be streaming on Friday. I
Saturday.
should be streaming on Saturday. And then Sunday's Christmas, so I'm probably not going to be streaming on Christmas. And then the following week is pretty much going to be the same thing. I'll probably be streaming on Friday, Saturday, and
Not New Year's. Wait.
Oh wait, hold on. No, Saturday is
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. So yeah, probably not New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Friday. Maybe New Year's Day then.
Yeah, maybe New Year's Day.
Depending on the hangover.
Yeah, hangover. Yeah, we'll see.
And football.
But yeah.
Yeah. So for my stream, twitch.tv/Mr. L. That's MISTERL. You can catch me on there Wednesday and Thursday evening and Saturday morning. I'll be playing Warzone, Call of Duty lately. That's mainly my go-to. I don't know if there's really anything else I'm planning on. Maybe some Fall Guys sometime. I don't know. I haven't gone back to that in a while. This season is kind of just pretty meh for me. So we don't even have the battle pass for it. So speaking of, I already finished the battle pass for this Call of Duty season. So I'm kind of just like,
you know what?
sitting on
I was just
nothing.
thinking of too.
What?
Speaking of Quentin, you know when he's moderating like our channels and stuff, and if he's not with us in chat, like in our live chat, all we have to do is mention some type of like porn or sexual thing, and it's like he's like
he's on the button.
he's like right there on the button, like, did you call my name?
you rang?
Quentin's in here. The first thing he says, we're talking about porn.
Yeah, he
Quentin,
immediately goes right to it.
You rang every time.
As far as our channel goes, we'd like it if you guys hit that like button on our YouTube and subscribe to the podcast. We appreciate all those who have, and hit that bell to be notified when we're live, which is every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And make sure you guys go to our Discord as well and check out our merch. I don't think we have anything to show
He
off,
says,
but
I sense content.
I sense content. Maybe.
Content.
Maybe. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it is @_Mr. L.
Brett_Wings.
Cute_kitty.
Final note. Y'all have a good Christmas.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of something though for a note though.
Oh.
Oh, you
for
do?
us, a reminder next week because it's the end of the year.
Yeah.
We have to do our year in review.
Yeah.
Best movie, best TV show, best video game, most memorable moment personally, and most memorable worldly event.
Ooh.
I think that would be a good addition because we've done like
there's been some stuff
yes
this year.
So next week we'll be talking about 2022 in review. Now it doesn't necessarily have to be like a new movie or a new TV show or a new video game because there's so much content out there. You might have picked up something up that
Something
came out
that
last year or a
consumed
couple years
you
ago
for the year.
Yeah, something that you were just like, oh my gosh, like this was it for me for this year. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing. So yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, y'all. Hope you guys have a good weekend. We'll catch you guys in the next one, and hopefully it's a snowy Christmas for those who want to
Sounds
celebrate.
like it's gonna be.
Sounds like it's gonna be. We'll see.
Let's go.
For Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.